Jack here, and I've got with me the exciting MERACH MR-S09 magnetic exercise bike. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free for this video, but as always, that won't change anything that I say. I'm going to open up the box, show you everything you get, show you how to set up the bike, and go over some of the awesome features of this heavy-duty, super awesome, at-home magnetic exercise bike. Let's check it out. I think we have it the right side up. I see the manual and some of the parts. I'm just going to start removing packaging. I've got the user manual right here. We'll set that aside for now. Hardware kit right here. A bag of what looks to be the pedals. We'll set those aside. And here we've got our AC power adapter. One of the bases of the bike. This side has got wheels on it for moving it and storing the bike easily. I flipped over the top half of the foam here as some of the pieces were stuck on the underside of it. So we're going to remove those now. Got the bike seat and the handlebar assembly, which is right here. All right, take a look at those handlebars. Really neat. Looks like there's a bit of a display and a control there, and some wires that we'll have to hook up once we get the rest of the bike out. We'll set this aside. And what's left on the underside or the bottom piece of foam is what it looks to be the entire bike frame itself, with maybe a few other odds and end pieces. So we'll go ahead and pull this out now. This is definitely the heavy part, so be careful. On the very bottom of the foam, there are a couple other pieces of the base and frame, so we'll pull those out now. And there you have it, all the parts and pieces of your magnetic exercise bike. Very well packaged. You're definitely going to want to consult the manual on this one, so I'll take a look at that now. So it looks like this is our rear base, and this here is our front base. It's heavier than it looks. And to attach this, we're going to use tool B, 81, 82, and 83 on both of those. So I accidentally skipped this step, but you do want to remove this frame piece right here. So we're going to unscrew it. They call this the packing frame. To unscrew, pull this out. Then we're going to take our wrench, reach down in the hole here, and turn the recessed screw counterclockwise from the brake handle for 3 to 5 turns until the inertia wheel can rotate. The next step is going to be attaching the new handlebar system here. Now there's some wires inside of the frame here that actually have to go up through the handlebar. They've included this little plastic twist tie type contraption to actually wrap around here so you can pull it up and through. So the first thing we're going to do is pull out this plug like so, because we don't want to have that there when we're pulling this through. I'm just going to set this aside for now. We're going to go ahead and wrap one end of the wire here to this little wire harness and make sure it's nicely tight. And then we're going to use the other end to kind of pull this up through like so. There it is. And we'll slowly begin inserting this down and find a nice spot for it to lock in place for now. You can always adjust it later. And then we can remove this plastic wire piece. We won't be needing this anymore. The next step is to take pieces 111, 112, and our handlebar setup to affix the handlebar to the post here. So we'll go ahead and attach the handlebars like so. They are adjustable, which is really nice. Then we'll take our mounting bracket, put it underneath, and our handlebar adjustment tool, and we'll start screwing this on. Now the tool here is a ratcheting style tool, so you can pull down, twist as needed, and then move it out of the way when you're done. The last step here is to plug the two wires together, insert this all in like so, and then reattach the plug on the second cable here that's attached to the handlebars. Next step is to take 1918 and the seat and mount it on the rear of the bike. This is adjustable in a similar fashion. Go ahead and twist it on like so. And it's held in place just like that. Once the seat is set up, we're going to move on to the pedal cranks. The manual does recommend starting with the left pedal crank. So with our tools, we're going to take the left pedal here and actually remove this left nut. We're going to go ahead and take the pedal and twist it onto the crank here. Be careful to go slow and make sure you are going the correct direction. Like I said before, the directions are reversed, so we're going to go lefty-loosey to tighten this one on. And you could use this wrench as needed. You're going to want to keep these locked at all times during exercise to avoid damage to threads. At this point, you're just going to repeat the process on the right side. One of the last things to do is mount the bottle holder to the frame using the included screws and screwdriver. Now, when you're ready to power up the bike, there is a little rear port here on the back of the frame, and then you'll go ahead and plug that into the wall. Once plugged in, you'll hear a beep, and the device will activate up here. On the top of the device, there's a really nice rotating and adjustable holder for a phone or an iPad or other device. Really like that. The weight of it on its own is just under 94 pounds. It has a rider weight capacity of 280 pounds. And here is the control for using the bike. There is an app that you can download. The QR code is in the manual. Definitely recommend that if you want to get the most out of this bike. When it first powers on, this is what it looks like, and it's going to actually cycle through a bunch of different modes. If I were to start riding, you'll see some of those modes switch, and you'll see this scan light indicates that it's going to actually scan through all the different views. So that's going to give you the timer, it's going to give you the distance traveled, estimated calorie count, your estimated miles per hour, and then back to the time. Now the resistance level is up at the top here and can be changed at any point by rotating the wheel. If you want it to stick on just one mode and you don't want it to switch through the different modes, you're gonna go ahead and just press the knob. Really nice option. If at any point you want to reset, hold it down for a few seconds and it will reset. Now, if for some reason you ever feel out of control or you need to stop that wheel, you're just gonna go ahead and press down on the brake and it will stop it nearly instantly. And of course, for a full list of functions and features, be sure to check out the manual. All things considered, I'm really happy with this MERACH magnetic exercise bike. I think it's a really solid option if you're in the market for something like this. Great way to stay active, fit, and healthy inside, especially when the weather is not so great and you can't bike for real. Anyway, if you're looking at this product, I hope this video helped your purchase decision. Thanks so much for watching.